Hi guys and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share a couple of midweek meals that Mike and I have. There is not a single fancy thing. This video might even be a bit pointless, but I filmed it, so I'm gonna upload it now. I had to refilm this intro because for some reason I seemed very unhappy in my original intro. I have also kind of done a rough edit of this video and I've realized I really love chorizo and potatoes, but I do think our food kind of really varies week to week. This just happens to be the ones that I've recently filmed, but let's get started. Michael and I typically cook every evening if we're home. Love a leftover, but unfortunately that doesn't usually last until dinner. Like, we usually have that for lunch. We don't plan like a weekly meal plan. I just decide on the day, which it works for me, but it's a little bit stressful, but I kind of wouldn't have it any other way. But we did make some last minute plans for tomorrow and the next day. Everything that we've got in the fridge is going to have to go into the freezer so that it doesn't go off and I can eat it next week. But I have never frozen mushrooms, so I think you can freeze mushrooms, but I have never frozen mushrooms. So instead we're going to eat those mushrooms today. I used to eat this all the time when I was pescatarian. I started eating meat maybe 2 months ago actually, so not that long ago. I used the recipe by Vincenzo's Plate. I really like his recipes actually. Like any Italian recipe, I will 9 times out of 10 go to him. I use all recipes like quite loosely. Like if I don't have the item, I either substitute it or I just don't include it. So basically all I need is half an onion, some risotto rice, mushrooms, butter and cheese, and that's and some wine or stock or something like that. Also, these really aren't fancy mushrooms. Like, I'm sure this would taste much better with fancy mushrooms, but I'm not a fancy kind of gal, to be completely honest. That is pretty much all the prep. Early, what time is it? It's 6:45. This cooks very quickly, so I'm going to spend like 15 minutes quickly making my bed because we changed it today and I haven't actually made it. And then I'm going to come back and finish cooking this. I'm going to start by cooking off the mushrooms. Honestly, this is a lot of mushrooms. So it's going to take a while, probably about 15 minutes at least, I think. Just frying off the rice. Yeah, I burnt the onions a tiny bit, annoying, but I don't think it will taste too bad. Now, this is definitely going to fizz, but I'm just going to add in the wine. I've added the mushrooms now. It needs a bit more stock. Mike has made the salad, and also we've got this black truffle butter from Lidl, so I'm going to put a little bit of this in the risotto. It's off the heat. I'm just going to add some cheese and some butter. And this is dinner, just a green salad with the risotto. I really like these two things together. I feel like it's really needed. We can't eat on the dining table because I've had my puzzle here for the last... How long would you say? 2 weeks, yeah. I think I'm going to dismantle it though because I just don't know if I've got the time to finish it. So today is Monday and I haven't washed my hair. I've had just like a lazy at-home day. Like I really just needed this day to kind of catch up on admin-y bits. But today I have to cook something, and if I show you my fridge, it is empty. Maybe it doesn't look completely empty, but trust me, it is. All we have in here is half a chorizo. We have some carrots, which I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna use this pepper as well. But other than that, we have like a few leftovers, some tomatoes, some marmalade my mum made, a lemon, and like quite a lot of cheeses. This really needs a clean. Oh, there's a weird noise coming from outside my house, from my garden. I feel like I need to check on that. It's so windy that a bucket I had outside blew away. So I'm hoping you can hear me, but the extractor fan's on because the truth is that these smoky sausages really do kind of smoke out the kitchen, which is a bit annoying. And also I hate these spotlights. I find them just so incredibly unflattering. The recipe I saw didn't call for pepper, but I think like flavour wise it makes sense here, and it's just like another kind of texture and flavour, which is good. But I just don't have enough potatoes really. I have literally 5 mini potatoes. Onion and my carrots almost done. I think I'm gonna add the peppers in now so they can kind of fry off a little bit as well. And chopping up my pathetic potatoes. Doesn't look like much, but we'll come back to it in like 20 minutes. So here we go. I would say this actually doesn't look that appetizing. I'll give you a rating out of 10 once we've eaten it. Hopefully we've got enough as well for at least tomorrow's lunch. Finish dinner. I enjoy this, but I think you enjoy this more.
Yeah, I just like shoveling food in my mouth, and it's quite easy to shovel, so
Yeah,
it's good.
I agree. Whereas I really like chewing food. It sounds ridiculous. Of course, everyone likes chewing food. I don't really love stuff like super porridge because of, I don't know, it's too soft. What would you give us out of 10?
7.5.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go higher, you know. 7.5/8. I do think it's good. It's easy. It's not like too unhealthy. Like, okay, it's got a bit of chorizo, which I feel like isn't the healthiest thing. Warming in winter. So actually something I would really recommend, and also a good one to take to work because again Mike can just shovel it in very quickly in between class. This is the second time I've made this, but definitely one that I'm gonna keep making. And now we're watching, what's this called?
Mastermind.
Which I say I hate, but it's probably not all that. I think I might prefer it now to, what's the one we used to watch a lot of?
Only Connect.
Of Only Connect.
That's on next.
I know, but I don't want to watch University Challenge.
Maybe
I'm checking out there.
Like
No, no. Good afternoon. It is, what time is it? It's just gone 5 o'clock, so it's a little bit early for me to start cooking. We bought these yesterday in Tesco, and I really was hoping that I would like love them, and I don't. I don't know if it's the flavour. I mean, they're not terrible, they're drinkable, but I feel like there's been so much hype around these, like so many people are talking about them, and I'm a bit disappointed, so let me know if there's like another flavour that I should be trying instead of this one. Also, I've got quite good makeup on. I'm just kind of like trying out a few new bits, which is why I'm looking so pink. I don't know if my lips are a bit dry though. But although this video is called Dinner for 2, today is actually dinner for 3 because my cousin is coming for dinner. Now this isn't a rarity, he comes quite regularly. Michael and my cousin play football together, and so my cousin comes for dinner. It doesn't really change what I'm going to cook because I don't typically cook just one portion, as you probably have seen from earlier in the video. I love leftovers. I know some people don't, but I really don't get it at all. I think it's so much healthier than eating like processed foods, and I feel like everyone that tells me that they don't like leftovers are the people that eat quite processed food, who rely on like convenient oven food in particular. I think having leftovers just means that I can cook like healthy, nutritious, not ultra processed foods. Like, I definitely do eat some processed food, but it's more like snacks and stuff. Our meals aren't too processed. Anyway, I'm gonna cook a chicken curry. I haven't cooked the chicken curry for like a really long time. I do cook veggie curries like quite often, but as I previously mentioned, I eat meat now. My cousin asks for curries all the time. Typically that would be a veggie curry, but now that I eat chicken, it's gonna be chicken curry. Hopefully he likes it as much as my veggie curries. It's really nothing fancy. The only reason why he likes a curry is because he really wants, and he loves naan bread. It's like, it's his way of getting naan bread basically. Start by chopping up an onion. Mike's back from work. I remembered that we have to make rice to go with the curry, so I took out half the onion that I use and I've like chopped that up finely, so I can then use that for my rice. Mike pretty much always cooks the rice. It's just I don't know, I feel like he's just, what are you doing? So you're just sitting in the corner in silence.
You told me to mute it.
So what, but you're still watching it? That is weird. So I don't know if you can see Mike, but he's like over there, and he's just apparently watching the TV with just subtitles on. But yeah, generally Mike makes a rice. I feel like I taught him. Do you think that's fair?
No.
Who taught you?
Trial and error taught me.
No, I taught him to make rice. He's actually had a lot of compliments on his rice. I taught him, but now generally he makes the rice. Because often I make the other part of the food. But I've chopped up my garlic and this is ginger. I've chopped up my ginger and my garlic. And I thought I'd show you my plate that I use. You have to wet it. I'll link this down below. It's available on Amazon. I don't think this is always the best thing to use. Stuff like garlic in particular, it burns so easily. Pretty much makes it almost into a paste. It's quite thin. I guess when you're cooking stuff like this, it can burn. So I try to be quite careful and put it in only right at the end. But I really like this plate. I'd recommend it. It's just fun. It's like a fun colour as well. They have lots of different ones. Much easier to do garlic than it is to do the ginger. Where I like really fear chopping off the tips of my fingers, when I use a grater, this isn't as scary. I don't typically use curry paste, but I have this and it's going off. I'm not sure my husband's gonna like it. I feel like he's a little bit picky, but fingers crossed. Like I said, he's here for the naan bread anyway. So I am also cooking corn, like corn on the cob, which makes no sense with a curry, I don't think. However, it has to be used, and like sometimes, especially when I'm cooking at home, it doesn't matter. My cousin can't eat corn on the cob because he's got braces, but we can. I've already got 2 anyway, so we're gonna eat it because otherwise it's going to waste. You don't like bits?
What? I do now.
What a bee.
No, oranges.
Now you're a grown up.
Are you vlogging again?
You're not in it though.
Are you vlogging again?
Yeah. It's Thursday. I am wearing the same jumper as yesterday, but I look a bit more presentable today. I actually washed my hair, and I wasn't wearing this jumper all day, but we got changed into it. Just for like now. We've actually cooked today. It was really uninspiring, so I actually kind of didn't really want to show it. We have a lot of some food, so we have a lot of meat because it seems that we went to the supermarket and bought just meat and didn't really buy other stuff. So typically we would have sausages with potatoes, but we don't really have those, and both of us are just a little bit busy today. So what we're having are sausages. There's quite a lot, so Mike can take some to work. Some broccoli, which I accidentally overcooked, please ignore the pan. And Mike made some rice, which hopefully he hasn't burnt today, because yesterday's rice was a bit burnt. Pretty uninspiring. I'd much rather have mash, just because I feel like mash goes a little bit better with sausages. I'm not fussy, basically. Like if, for example, yesterday the corn didn't really go with the curry, but like that's fine. I don't feel like sausages and rice is like the best combination, but it'll be tasty enough, and it will, what we're trying to say, like it will feed us. It's sustenance, so that's fine. Did you laugh? I don't love that word. I don't think I ever use it. And because neither of us could really be bothered to cook, to be honest, it was a team effort today in the end.
70% me, 30% you.
Absolutely not, ever. So it's a good few days after I last checked in. I can't even remember when the last time I checked in was, but I want to upload this video soon, so I thought today I would do another check-in. Mike is cooking today, which is very nice. I did offer to help, but he said he's got it all under control, right?
Yeah, something like that.
But it was my birthday over the weekend, so, and we had my family over, and we've had so much food in the fridge that we've just kind of had things that we've had to use up, and now gone.
Do you want more?
Yeah, a little bit more. And so we've had mushrooms that we need to use up. So Mike's going to cook that. What are you cooking?
It's a mushroom and broccoli stir fry thing.
Yeah, so that's what the plan is. Or should I just show them your food after? The food you cooked after?
Show them after, I think.
Okay.
The broccoli, so that's where I'm up to at the moment. Okay, I don't think that's that interesting.
Okay, so Mike said this is a bit crap, so I shouldn't show it, but he said it's fine, but I feel like he just wanted me to notify you guys that he thinks it's not great. But actually I've tried it and it does taste decent, but I'm going to add some more soy sauce, of course, and then I'm going to also put on some seeds. Yes, please. I feel like adding seeds automatically makes it look at least a little bit better. If you've made it this far, well done. So I've just started editing this video and it is truly all over the place. It has also been like quite honest. Obviously I have missed days. It was very much not a thought out video and very much just what I cook. I changed my jumper that I was wearing because I have 3 black jumpers that I basically rotate at home, but I was so fed up with seeing me wearing a black jumper in this video that I changed it to a blue one. Oh, my hair, I put products in it that has separated a little bit, so if it looks like I have dandruff, I'm not sure if it does. It's the product. And then thirdly, I have chilblains on my hands. Weirdly, they go from like being fine to not being fine. They're at not being fine. And my little finger in particular is very itchy and a bit swollen. So that's why I look like, oh gosh, look at that one. That's why it looks like I have deformed hands. As I mentioned before, generally how I cook, I don't buy for a specific meal. I plan the meal depending on what I've got in the house. So I buy things that I know that we like, that are like healthy and that I want to cook. There's some things I will always have in the fridge. I'll always have some cheeses that last really long. Stuff like feta and halloumi, I'll always have that. I will always have my freezer completely full. I will always have loads and loads of tins, and I will always have a chorizo. Now that I eat meat, I will always have a chorizo, pretty much. Not, I mean, obviously some things end, but those are the things that I will continuously repurchase. Let's have a little look at my fridge, because we haven't done a proper food shop in about 10 days. We did have some people over on the weekend, so we kind of bought a few extra bits for that. Also, if you ever catch a glimpse of this clock, the yellow one, it's it's not working, so the time is always wrong. Buying a new one is on my to-do list. In the fridge, I haven't like checked if it's tidy or not tidy, so let's just have a quick look. It is absolutely not tidy, and as I mentioned, like we have a lot of like little things, and that is because we hosted this weekend. This is a roast chicken. I had to roast it on Sunday, but we didn't eat it on Sunday, and we're just making our way through it. There's only a little bit left, so I'm gonna make a chicken salad from this because I feel like it really needs to be eaten by tomorrow, really. So then Mike can just take that to work. Okay, then I have mincemeat, which I could cook this today. I just don't want to. It lasts how many more days? What's the day today? We've got another 6 days of this, so absolutely I can cook that next week. I've got the said chorizo, which I think I probably will use. Oh, I have this butternut squash. It's only half of it. Where on earth did this bag come from? It says 7th of October. That is so random. Anyway, my mum gave me half a butternut squash, but I don't think I'm going to use it anytime soon. So what I will do is I'm going to peel it this evening and put it in the freezer. So I have peppers that need to be used, so I'm going to use those. In this is just some olives. In this is some Galician empanada. This is really nice, but that's just like something I've been having as a snack. Leftovers. I'm going to use this leek, honestly, just because I don't have onions, and I'm very annoyed that I don't have onions. But I will show you what I'm going to make for dinner, and then I'll also show you, because I'm going to cook quite a lot this evening. I'm a little bit unsure about this butternut squash. I'm going to put it back in and decide what I'm going to do with it later. We'll see. Start with making some lunchy bits. I know that's kind of not the point of this video, but it's something I thought I'd show you. I hope this video is not too long, but it might be. Anyways, I'm going to make a Portuguese soup. It's called caldo verde. Caldo means, I think it might mean like almost like a broth, or like a, maybe it just means soup. So green soup, really popular. You need to use like this sort of cabbage. I don't have that much of it. I've also never made a caldo verde, but one of my friends did give me this. I mean, it's absolutely fine to eat. It's just not living its best life. So I'm just gonna chop this up and make the caldo verde. I've actually peeled all of my potatoes, and then I'm just gonna make a chicken salad. Okay, so my Portuguese soup is boiling, and I've just opened up this chorizo. We get to Lidl, but like most supermarkets now, they do like decent chorizos. I'm gonna argue Portuguese ones are a little bit better, but these are absolutely fine. The recipes I'm cooking two, both of them need chorizo. But the reason I love cooking with chorizo, obviously it's pork, so if you don't eat pork, this isn't for you. It just has loads of flavour, it adds a nice amount of spice, so big fan of chorizos. Okay, so I'm chopping up my peppers, but I've roped in, you're in the back, is that okay?
I'm just weird as well.
What were you doing?
I'm eating over a bin.
I roped Mike in to blitz the soup that I'm making. Do you need to wash your hands or no? I've only got 2 dishes on the go, but honestly I really struggle to make more than 1 dish at a time. But you're going to start making noise, so we'll stop there. So my soup is done. It's not really supposed to have like this red tinge. It's supposed to be like very green. I think I shouldn't have cooked the chorizo like at all. I should have just put it in right at the end, but it tastes great. And then this is going. It doesn't look like much, but I think it will like start to cook and start to absorb, and then hopefully that'll be delicious. I'm also just gonna make my chicken sandwich filling. So I'm now just trying to reduce that a bit quicker because it's basically cooked, but it's just a bit too saucy still. And I'm gonna fry an egg, which I do feel like is odd, but we both like fried eggs, and on the recipe I'm using, it says fry an egg, so let's give that a go. It's finished, and Mike has said he wants some as a starter, so he's gonna have that. Let me know how it is. I feel like you're in school and I have to cover where you go to school. This isn't his school stuff, by the way. This is his football training kit. How is it?
That's really good.
I had to use leeks instead of onions. I ran out of onions.
The leeks give it like a different flavour, obviously. That's very nice.
I didn't let my frying pan heat enough. It's very annoying. But I used basically the wrong size. Oh, I popped my egg. The wrong size burner. Yeah, so this is not going to be very picturesque. But can I just say, I love chorizo and potatoes. I just love. This is what Michael's one looks like. It's got a nice yolky egg. mine looks like this. I'm sure it'll taste nice, but it doesn't look as nice. I'm just gonna finish that with a little bit of salt on the yolk. Mine doesn't really have a yolk, but a little bit of salt on mine as well. I don't have any like proper veg because it has got peppers in it, and honestly I was just a bit lazy because I was making so many things. So we're gonna go enjoy this. But actually, I'm gonna end this vlog here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I might make some more regular thing. Maybe a slightly more thought out version of it though, because it was very all over the place. But I hope there was like, I don't know if there'll be any ideas. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it basically. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I will see you soon. I'm gonna go eat my dinner now because Mike has to go to football training. But I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.